Hello, guys. So, this is my first time doing this, and the reason why I am doing this is because I have lupus and I have a story to tell, and I believe that it needs to be told. I was diagnosed only about 2.5 years ago, but we've had a suspicion that I've had it since I was 15 because of the pain and the rashes. I mean, you can see right now I kind of got my butterfly rash going on, and I've got some rash coming down from my hair, and it's because there's sores up here on the top of my head, and so they come down and get on my forehead. And so I'll just start my story. Anyways, I remember when I was 15, I was going through a lot of pain, and I was sick like all the time. Like, I was always going to the doctor because my lymph nodes were swollen, and they kept telling me, you got a lot of inflammation in your body. Like, I think they said something like 15% more inflammation in your body than the normal person does. And they said, we suspect lupus. But they sent me to several specialists and stuff. But the thing about lupus is it's really hard to get a diagnosis. And even though, they suspect it, it doesn't mean you're going to get a diagnosis. And it took 15, and I'm 28 now. So, but I was 25 when I got my diagnosis. So it took them 10 years to finally diagnose me. And so, and because of all that, and because of everything else, I've also got IBS. And for those of you who don't know what IBS is, it's irritable bowel syndrome, and it causes me to have severe stomach pains, and either I've got, the runs, or I'm constipated, and it takes like nothing to freaking cause it. And you can't really enjoy any food because most of the stuff you have to eat is tasteless. Like, I didn't used to be lactose intolerant, but I am now. And I didn't used to have to, monitor how many times I went to the bathroom, but I do now. And I didn't have to used to take, you see this lockbox over here? It's full of all my medications. And I have to take medicine 3 times a day for my IBS. And I take medicines twice a day for my lupus right now. Right now I'm in between rheumatologists. So I'm trying to find a new one. But I had lost a whole bunch of weight and was really pretty skinny. And then they did diagnose me with lupus and the prednisone and everything, and I just gained weight. And I don't hardly eat anything because I don't really have an appetite. But for some reason, even if you don't eat that much, it still makes you gain weight. and it's very painful. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Like, if you can, you can comment. If you can't, you can comment, but there's like these red, like spider like vein looking things going through underneath my skin, and it just causes me a lot of pain. And so there's a part of my story that I really think ought to be told, because people don't really understand why people with lupus need the help they need. Well, one, we're constantly in pain, and two, that makes you super freaking depressed. And another thing is, we're always tired. I am tired all the time. I can wake up from going to sleep and having a full night of sleep, and I'm tired. I mean, to the point to where it is physically painful. You're that tired. And in 2016, about 2 weeks after my birthday, I don't know where my brain went, but some people have told me that it may have been part of lupus fog, or something like that. But I hung myself and died twice in the hospital. And thankfully, I was brought back, and of course I'm alive now, thank you. Because it'd be kind of weird if you was watching this video and I wasn't alive. Because then that would mean you saw a ghost. But, and so that incident has just taught me that I need to take better care of myself, so that I really need to listen more to my body and to how my brain feels. And if I'm depressed, I really need to talk to somebody about it, because I don't want what happened to happen again. And so, and right now they've got us in a horrible predicament, because I'm always sick all the time. I am on anti-anxiety medicine. Hold on, my dog is wanting up here. You see her. She's cute, isn't she? She's a pain in my booty. But I am always having anxiety attacks, and I'm always, anxious, because with lupus, you don't know how you're going to feel the next day. You don't know if everything's going to be okay. And so, like, my nerves are always on end, because everything could change like that. I mean, it's just, you could be okay 1 second, and then the next second, it feels like you're dying. And I can't even enjoy, the summer with my nieces, with my niece and my nephew, or my husband, because of the simple fact that I can't be out in the sun. And even the heat takes so much from me, like, it drains my body. I step outside and it's like, and then I'm just so wore out, it's to the point to where, you can't do much after that. And I am just trying to make it the best I can, and the medical system is just not okay. Like, because I'm on anxiety medicine, okay, this is how they want me to do it. They want to tell me what I need to be able to control. Can I control my anxiety or can I control my pain? And neither one I can control. But they seem to think that I can choose between the two, and that's impossible. And now I've heard like so many hospitals are in crisis because the manufacturers have stopped producing some, pain medications. So the people that have had surgery or the people that come in that really need it, they don't have it. And I mean, my point is that in the Constitution, it says that I have the right for a pursuit of happiness. I don't get that because I'm constantly in pain and nothing is going to change because they're taking everything away and saying that everybody's going to abuse it and everybody's going to have overdoses, and that's not the case at all. Because if you need it, you would know you need it, and you wouldn't take more than you need. I mean, if they would give me enough to have relief of a morning when I wake up, because when I wake up, I'm like stiff like a plank of wood. Like it's I have to sit here and talk to myself for an hour to get up. And then trying to go to sleep, you can't go to sleep when you're in so much pain. It's impossible because you try to get in one position that's not comfortable enough, and then all the pain is just making you overthink everything, and it's just stupid. But I just want people to realize, like, I may look normal to you, and you just don't know people's story. And I wish the medical people and the Food and Drug Administration would realize that we're not all druggies. We're not all drug seekers. Some of us really do need help. And it just seems a little hopeless. But another thing is, I don't know what I would do if I didn't have my husband, because he helps me do so much. Like, it's hard for me to shave and everything, and when he can, he does help me. And at first it took me a while to accept that and to realize that you're just gonna have to suck it up and do it, because but I finally did. And every once in a while I do need his help because I just don't have the strength. And now there's something new going on with me. I don't know if it's carpal tunnel or peripheral neuropathy. This hand right here, this finger, my middle finger is stuck like that. And I have pain down through my wrist. And which that's my dominant hand. So I really don't know what I'm going to do about that. And I rely on the Cherokees because I'm Indian and I don't have any private insurance because me having lupus like I do, I can't stand 8 hours a day in work, and nobody really wants to hire me because I'm a liability, and with my hands like they are, I drop stuff. And like the last job I had, I got fired from because I needed just 5 seconds to sit down. I mean, my ankles were the size of softballs. They were so swollen. And I just needed 5 seconds to sit down. And the woman walked up to me and said, "You can go home and you don't have to worry about coming back." And I was like, I literally just sat down. Like, it wasn't like I had been sitting there all day. I just sat down and was going to sit there for a couple minutes and then get up and continue. That wasn't good enough. And so that was that. And there's a lot of other things. Like, there's a Supercuts here in Muskogee in Walmart. And at the time, I was flared up, but I was going to get my eyebrows done, and the woman refused to do them because she said it was policy. And I told her that it's my lupus and it's not contagious. Nobody can catch it. It's just something that happens, And she's like, "Well, it's policy." And so I went to the nail salon next door. Kudos to the nail salon. They helped and everything, unlike other people. And so we go through a lot more than what people think we do. And